defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Bell running on first down as he'll push forward for about 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tony Jefferson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Darnold now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Space to maneuver at the 40. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the 4th quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a first down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the 4th quarter. Picked up the first, stopped the clock too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Well, look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount...
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Fights loose. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Snead's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 30.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Darnold. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before